Hi, I'm the Battery Professor. I teach people about batteries and how they're used in different applications. Subscribe to this channel. Learn more about topics such as battery technology, car and truck batteries including EVs, and how to size batteries for your homes and your RVs. Today we're going to learn more about how does a battery work. Battery 101. Okay, according to Webster's dictionary, a battery is a cell or connected group of cells that convert chemical energy into electrical energy by reversing the chemical reaction. And that may be recharged by passing a current through it in the direction opposite of that of its discharge. Summary: a battery stores electrical energy in chemical form and discharges it as needed. Let me describe some of the many varying ways that batteries are used to store energy chemically and then discharge it as needed. So, for example, there are deep cycle batteries. Those batteries are designed to be filled up like a gas tank or charged, and then that chemical energy is stored in the battery for later use to be slowly discharged as needed in a golf cart application, maybe in your home for energy storage, being paired with a solar system to store your energy that you maybe charge it up during the day and want to consume at night when the sun's not shining. Or it might be used in a starting application in a car or a truck, where the battery needs to fire off a lot of amperage, a lot of electrical current to turn a starter in a motor to get that motor started. And then the alternator or charging system inside of the vehicle then quickly fully recharges that battery up, ready for the next time that energy needs to be available in that chemical form to be discharged to start the motor another time. This happens a lot in start-stop vehicles where certain batteries are used non-stop all day long. Every time you see those vehicles come up to the stoplight and you hear the engine turn off, or you get a rental car, for example, or any new car now, they're called start-stop technology. And in that technology, the battery is sending off short bursts of current, recharging back up while it's driving, and then it stops, the motor stops, so you're not burning as much fuel. And then it shoots off more current again recharging from the alternator in the charging system as it continues to drive along throughout the day. Or you have batteries in your cell phone. We all know about that, where you want to make a call or you're on the internet and you look on there and you see the level of energy that is inside of your battery. They call that an SOC, or a state of charge. So all of these different applications use chemical energy to store electricity and then discharge it by changing and reversing the chemical process inside of the battery to allow energy to discharge to a load. Again, it can be a deep cycle load that requires energy to be discharged over a period of time, and so you need to store a larger amount inside of the battery, and that would be a deep cycle application, off-grid, solar, for example, golf cart batteries, aerial work platforms, where the battery needs to send off some electricity and be used for a period of time and then get recharged. Or a starting application like we described, where the amperage is sent off to the motor load in short bursts to be able to start an engine and then get fully recharged very quickly. Both of these are examples of how energy is stored chemically and then discharged in our real world in real actual applications. Now, all the time people ask me, I've got nearly 20 years in total battery experience, especially when you include my high school years working out on a dock, loading up batteries for customers at an auto parts store, and also stacking batteries as well, old cores that are used and need to be recycled, working on a farm with my dad, who's a master mechanic in the ag industry. And so I grew up around batteries. And then, of course, back in 2006, I started with a large battery distributor and got to learn so much more working with the best manufacturers in all sorts of different applications. Again, starting applications, deep cycle applications, you name it. Learned a lot about lead acid batteries, learned a lot about lithium iron phosphate batteries, nickel manganese cobalt, the different chemistries that exist, sodium nickel chloride, so many different batteries. Now, not all batteries are chemically storing energy. Some batteries are even doing it kinetically. Well, what do you mean? Doesn't it take the chemical reaction to store that energy? That's what you just talked about, Mr. Battery Professor. Well, the truth is it's really all about storing energy for use later on. There are mechanical batteries, hydroelectric batteries, different chemistries besides lithium and besides lead acid. There's NiCad, nickel cadmium. There's flow batteries. There's all sorts of different gravity batteries. Yes, that's right. So as an example, you see the big lake up there. We've got a lot of rain, especially on the west coast in California this year. And those dams, those lakes, those reservoirs where the dams are, especially the hydroelectric ones, those are full to capacity. Well, that is basically a giant battery that's going to release water and turn the turbines to release energy. So again, it's being formed by, the runoff from all the water and the rain and the snow. And then it charges that battery or that giant lake with water and allows it for discharge for electrical use or for mechanical work later on. Again, hydroelectric, it's a battery as well. But we'll focus mostly on the different chemical, electrical storage systems that exist right now in our day-to-day lives. Again, your cell phone batteries, we see those are probably the ones we use the most. How about little alkaline batteries, AA's, AAA's, C's, D's, and 9 volts? They are storing a certain amount of energy chemically in there, and you're able to use those to discharge for your toys, your remotes, for your TVs. So as you can see, batteries are everywhere. Batteries, batteries, and more batteries. And that's what we're all about. Like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell in the corner so you know when a new episode comes out. Charging up your battery knowledge, I'm the Battery Professor.